I'm still on this journey, y'all. I'm on this journey. I'm still feel quite solo most of the time.
Tired of waiting by the payphone. I don't care about small talk. Oh, you say you got a plane to book. I don't even wanna know more. 'Cause I don't speak your love. It feels so watered down.
I love solo. Solo is also its own little project because every single before the release of a project, of the album, or projects, because you have to create, kind of like know what you want to talk about in the press. You have to have visuals for it, like the little canvas on Spotify. I create those, like I put together the moment in order to provide those to the label. You have to create the art cover for that is different than the actual main cover. So this is like you do a lot of work around one release if it's just a single. When it comes to the songwriting of it, it's also produced by Andrés Rebellón, shining all through the project. It was at his place again, his studio, in the morning, and I'm like, yo, like I feel good. I want to do something pop, R&B, reggae-ish. He looks at me like he was used to that by that time, but it's like, okay, like, and what I like about Andres is that he's like me. Like I try different things, but I never pretend to be an expert at any of those things. So that's why I blend genres. I'm gonna do R&B / something, soul / something. I'm not gonna come up with, yeah, this is pure this and pure that. I could never. And it's fun doing it my way. So through a form of R&B to me. And he's the same way. So for the production, he had samples from musicians in that genre who sent him samples, I think, or he had access to them. Or maybe he asked for advice to them, or he produced everything but asked for advice. Something like this. But the reggae part has been double checked. That's what I'm trying to say. And I went for, along the way, people were like, oh yeah, it's reggae, but it's very R&B. Are you sure you want to keep it this way? You should probably go all the way, Shay. And I was like, nah. If I go all the way, I'm not going to feel legitimate. So yeah, I'm careful with those things. Maybe one day if I go to Jamaica for 3 months and I'm with a specific band from there, yeah. But that wasn't the case. It was Andres and I. Solo, donc, morning, writing, production. He started creating it, playing around, and I came up with those ideas very fast, actually, the way I like. We did it a few times. I already had the chorus. Very raw, very easygoing. It was very easy to write that song, and it was just me and him in the studio. And then I remember going to all the sessions the day after, playing the demo I love that. I love when I have a session, I fall in love with the demo. It's not what it's supposed to be at the end, but like just enough for me to enjoy and listen to it in the car, in the Uber, on my way there, on the plane, living my life and just like, yes, I have to finish it. I should add this and that. I just love that moment. So I was really loving it. And for the lyrics, I managed to actually finish it again at Andres' studio. I finished it with Dominic Scott, the lyrical part. And again, I think, oh, that song is about the same person as The Way. It's funny how, it's funny how, depending on how you see the same situation, a whole different song comes out. The Way, I'm all like vulnerable. I'm like, I'm still here if you still want me, like, you know. And Solo, I'm like, I'm done. I'm good. Live your life, going solo. You know, like whatever. You said you'll be jumping on a plane tomorrow, and you're still not here. Like, I don't need you. But then The Way, I'm like, so a year ago, you remember when this happened? That's funny to me. That's honest. We go through all those emotions, don't we? So yeah, Solo is that easygoing. I wanted it to be at the end when I did the whole sequencing of the project. It was obvious for me to have High first, because it's just that easy to like type of song. The intro is smooth. It opens up, I feel like, the whole project. And then to have the groovy, depending on the sounds of the production, I picked what would be right after. And then, yeah, it's hard to describe. We'll have to have the whole track list to go into all the details. But I thought Solo was the best way to end the project. because I'm still on this journey, y'all. I'm on this journey. I'm still feel quite solo most of the time. This whole project, most of it I wrote it in LA when they're solo. Had parted ways with so many people in my life and in my team professionally. And I was scared to go on my own. It's a big city, scary sometimes. And I'm on this solo journey. It's getting better, but that's how I feel. So it was just that little, the messaging of the song saying that it's gonna be all right was still, it's like a little mantra for me. So I thought it'd be good to have it at the very end. Yeah. So that was Facets. I hope you liked it. It was honest. None of that was scripted or prepared because I knew even talking about it would put me in that creative space where I can pull from different memories and tell you different things. I also want to say that the art cover of Solo is probably one of my favorites ever. I'm in full Versace. Shout out to Carrie, my stylist, for coming up with those looks. It's shot on his film camera, and we did that like not on the, it wasn't a big budget shoot. It was like last minute. I want to release that song. I actually was supposed to release Upside Down instead. And then I told the label, no. We're not going to do Upside Down. I want to do Solo instead. And they were like, okay, sure. You know, I do what I want. But you have to be on time with the delivery because we give a song 1 month before it's out, minimum. The process of Spotify and all those things. So even for PR, you know, when they talk about your stuff on time, they have to receive the music earlier. So I was like, oh my God, but I really want to release Solo before. Sometimes I add problems to my own life for no reason. But I don't know. I was like, I don't want to release Upside Down now. So I called my stylist. I'm like, yo, we need a cover. It could be anything, but if it can be cool, that, you know me, I like to do things well. So what do you think? He's like, well, come to my place. I have all those like silk shirts and that I love. And he's like, I have a camera, good, like amazing film camera. It could look amazing. We did that at his house in front of a white, you know, like very random, but it looks fabulous. I did an amazing makeup on myself that day. I'm so proud of myself for that. And style, very DIY, but it looks fabulous because that's what happens when it's people who know what they're doing and with great quality. And so just to encourage you out there, you know, don't overthink with resources. Sometimes it's more about the people who are doing it than the actual resources they have. That's how I've been leading my career so far because it is my reality. And I have to say, I think I love the final cover of Facets. I wanted it black and white and timeless, a little Diana Ross inspired. That was important to me. But I have to give that little wink to the cover of Solo in full Versace for making me look like the superstar that I am inside of my head. Voila. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know that if you stayed all the way through here, you're passionate about art and music and either the industry or you're creative or you just love me. But I think you just like art more than anything because I went deep into the process. I wanted to be honest. It's a little all over because that's how I can recall how I worked on it. But it's very rich, and as you can tell, it's all about the other people I collaborated with because I would have never done any of that by myself fully. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like that, or if you like a professional, leave a comment and this and that, and tell me if you like that format, because if you do, then I'm always working, so I can find a way to do another form of that another time.